Okay, let's see how we go with this. I think this is going to be a 400. This scanner's been making noises, which is not good. Let's see what we have. We have here you could call it a makeup bag. I don't wear makeup, incidentally, folks. We're interested in this little corner section there with the creases. But basically, I don't wear makeup, and I'm just not into that sort of shit. A lot of people can't live without walking out the front, can't walk out the front door until they've, in inverted commas, put on their face, which is really sad to think that people are that gullible to have accepted the hard sell of trying to be beautiful by plastering your face with makeup. I mean, there are some beauty things that I feel I myself am interested in. One of them is, for me, even though I'm not typically into beauty, I have lots of body hair, and again, the feeling of shame related to body hair is another marketing thing, to be honest, folks. And it's become such a huge marketing thing that companies, cosmetic companies and hair removal companies, they make you really embarrassed to have body hair, and that's including me. I don't want to walk out with pubes hanging out of my swimming costume. But why should it be like that? Why should society dictate that you can't have pubes hanging out? Look, it's okay for men to do that, but even they fall to the peer group pressure. And again, we're fucked up. So, it's really sad that you can't be au naturel anymore. Now I don't know where that edge is, but you can't be au naturel. You got to have your hair removed, and I'm so embarrassed because people make you feel embarrassed about your body hair. They do. It's all peer group pressure, and even and with the body hair, I'm sort of stuck to it. I just don't know how I'd cope being in public with all those damn pubic hairs hanging out, or having underarm hair. I've got heaps of that shit. Hairy legs, hairy armpits, bikini line, legs, you name it, I've got it, pretty much. And it's embarrassing to walk out in a public place when you're scantily clothed and you got all this hair on you. I'm wondering which part would look good here. So, it's really difficult dealing with this peer group pressure that you have to have these beauty treatments applied, and they make money out of your self-consciousness. But that's the only thing I have that I want treatment for. The rest of it, I'm happy. I'm not worried about my eyebrows. I'm not worried about my a little bit of facial hair. For some reason, it doesn't bother me. Facial hair doesn't bother me. It's only a little bit of facial hair. It's not like I've got a huge amount of it. But basically I just can't handle the thought of going in public with pubes hanging out and underarms with loads of hair, and I just find that's so embarrassing. And that's because people have drilled it into me, folks, including my parents. So yeah, when I get together, this is not working. I'm not getting this the way I want it. So when I get together with my future husband Luigi, I'm hoping to go to a laser hair clinic and get that shit taken off, because it's too embarrassing to have it there and to have to put up with it when you're in a public place like a swimming pool or even at the beach. I know it's a bit shallow of me, because I'm a person who just doesn't believe in the beauty message as a general rule. I don't believe in all this fancy pantsy stuff done to your face, and that but the legs and the body hair is the only thing I have a thing about, and I'm hoping to get it removed. I can't seem to get that corner bit there, that little bit there. Shit. But basically, I'm just not for, generally speaking, for the beauty industry. I just don't have any vested interest. I'm just wondering which one I want to use, because I just can't seem to get what I'm after. But basically, yeah, I just struggle to understand how so many people, especially women, like to be plastered in makeup, and they think it's beauty. They think it's really attractive, to be plastered. Let's see how this turns out. Yeah, that looks a lot interesting. Still can't get what I'm looking for. I got that ugly looking bit of illumination. Wondering which one we're going to use to make this into something. Maybe that one. But basically, I just can't be bothered with all this beauty routine. My skin gets itchy easily, so I'd end up scratching and scratching and scratching, and the scratching would just mess up the makeup, the foundation, or whatever else gets used in being made up. So I don't have any interest in fart-assing around with my face. I just have no time or desiring to do that. I just don't. I'm just not interested in, and it costs money. It's expensive. This so-called beauty stuff is expensive, and they just take you for a fucking song. And you got to keep buying the stuff. The good thing about laser hair removal is that it's, once you've had it done, it's permanent. And you don't have to buy razors, you don't have to wax. It's all good in the end when it comes to hair removal. But the thing is, I want to say is that if you're against hair removal, it's like, good on you, good on you, mate. You don't feel embarrassed about exposure of your hairy bits. You don't feel a sense of self-consciousness. You just feel you're just being yourself and you're being free, and that's good. If you could feel that way, I can't. Unfortunately, I've developed, the complex started, when you were young and you're at school and kids make fun of you for having hairy legs. So it's sort of something that I feel self-conscious about. But if you're not self-conscious, if you want to go au naturel, well, that's good, because you're just being yourself, and you're not worried about what the crowd thinks. And that's really, really, really good. It is a good thing to not worry. I'm the same way with my face and mostly my body. I'm not too fussed with my makeup or whether I've got a suntan or whether, but basically I don't, it's the hair that has me mostly stumped. So I have to, when I get married to Luigi, I'm going to get that hair removal. I think I know of someone who I saw recently that went with hair removal, who's currently undergoing laser treatment, and she seems to think it's a good idea to get it done. So I'm thinking, she's given me some good information about it. It was good to hear from someone who's actually undergoing it. She said like 8 treatments, and you don't have to do it anymore. No more shaving or any of that shit. Anyway, that's come up better than I thought. I think now we can call this demo quits.